Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. Today I'm going to be filming a first impressions review of the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick. I was sent these for a review and I figured because they're claiming to be long wearing, it would be perfect for a first impressions review. My last one was a drugstore one, so that's why I'm doing a first impressions on a high-end brand today. And my first impressions do tend to be quite long, so if you don't like to watch the entire day's updates and everything, then feel free to just zoom along towards the end and that's where I'll summarise my thoughts, or grab a cup of coffee and enjoy the whole video. I won't be offended either way. So I've got two shades here, Melted Berry and Melted Fig, and I do like that the outer packaging sort of reflects what's on the inside, or at least I'm assuming it will. Let's open it up. I have seen reviews of these when they originally launched, but I haven't really heard much about them since. Very nice sleek packaging. This is sort of like a mattified brushed gold, which is probably going to reflect really badly, and yes, the outer packaging does reflect the colour that's on the inside, so that's really nice. And it's got a sponge tipped applicator, which some people may find a little unhygienic. To me it doesn't bother me because the Clarins lip glosses, the Instant Light Lip Perfectors, I think that's what they're called, have the same application and they're some of my favourites. So this is the shade Melted Berry. I think that might be a little dark for me to try out for you today, and so I might go for the shade Melted Fig, which will probably go a little bit more with my makeup that I've got on. Yeah, I like the packaging, I like the box, still true to the Too Faced brand, but I don't know, it kind of looks fun but luxurious at the same time, and I guess you just squeeze until some starts to come out. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that looks darker than I was expecting. Wow, that was just one swatch and that pigmentation is incredible. So I'm just going to get on with it and apply it directly to my lips. I'm not noticing a scent, which a lot of people don't like as fragrance, so that's good. Now I've put some lip balm on and then I've buffed it off, but other than that I haven't really done anything to my lips. Nice application method, I like the sponge tipped applicator. Feels very smooth. Can't get over the pigmentation. More of a purple undertone than I'd normally go for, but it's nice to try something different. So that's one layer. And I'm just going to, in case you're meant to let it set, I didn't actually read to see if there's any instructions. No, it doesn't have any sort of specific instructions on it. So I'm just going to sort of let that set briefly while I swatch the other one. It's such a shame to mess up these pure white applicators, and I haven't photographed these yet because I didn't know which shade I'd go for. Wow, that's actually probably more of a me shade, but more fall winter I would guess. Fall? Where did that come from? I'm an English beauty vlogger. A sort of cherry plummy red, I guess. No, it's a berry shade. It lives up to the Melted Berry name, I would say. So those are the two shades, the berry on top and the fig, which I'm wearing on my lips underneath. I just can't get over the pigmentation of these. I'm going to apply another layer, not that I need to because they are so pigmented. People really rave about these, and on very first impressions I can see why. It's a really nice pigmented colour. Haven't applied lip liner or anything. Maybe I would normally because it is a bold colour. Sorry, I keep looking down at my mirror. Very comfortable on first impressions, no scent, easy to apply thanks to that applicator, and gorgeous bold colour. Not sure that this would be the colour I would necessarily go for. This is probably more of a me shade, the Melted Berry, but I felt this went better with my outfit and existing makeup that I'm wearing. Anyway, I'm going to let that wear. I'm going to eat and drink, just carry on with my day as normal. One of my friends has just texted me, have you used any of the Urban Decay Vice palettes? No, I haven't. Oh, she watches my videos, so she might see me receive that. Anyway, the time is 10:46, so I'm going to get on with my day and I'll check in throughout the day and let you know how I'm getting on with it. Hello everybody, it is just gone 12:30, so I haven't actually been wearing the Too Faced Melted Lipstick for that long, but I have had some lunch, well just some toast with Marmite on, which I'm addicted to at the moment, and a drink as well. And so I had a few more thoughts that I wanted to touch base with you on. It is wearing off, Now, this is by no means transfer proof. You couldn't kiss anybody, you couldn't drink from your cup without it transferring. I have noticed a little bit of transfer onto my teeth, which is now gone. And when I was eating and drinking, I was really noticing that it was transferring, and I was thinking, this isn't going to be long wearing at all. However, the colour is still there, and I was quite pleasantly surprised to see that. It almost feels more like a stain. It feels very comfortable on the lips. It's starting to feel a little bit sort of like I would reapply it now, or, you know, maybe apply lip balm over the top, just because it's not uncomfortable, but I would like a little bit more hydration at this point. When I went to wash the swatches off the back of my hand, I just washed my hands normally with my hand wash and water, and it really caused a mess. So I think when I come to take this off fully, that I'll be using an oil-based makeup remover to remove it with. It was quite interesting because I had the two colours swatched on the back of my hand, and when I was washing them, they sort of swirled together and almost made a very pretty turquoise, no they didn't, and almost, they sort of swirled together and almost made a very pretty sort of fuchsia colour, which I quite liked. So I don't know if maybe like the OCC lip tars you can mix these, so that could be something worth bearing in mind. But those are my thoughts so far. It's still there, the colour, I'm impressed with it. It has felt very comfortable on the lips, and it continues to feel comfortable. I would just like a little bit more hydration at this point. If it wasn't for being a first impressions review, then of course I would be reapplying it or topping it up with some lip balm at this point, but otherwise, so far so good. Liking it. Hello everyone, it is 3:15 and I've been wearing the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Melted Fig for about 4 hours now, probably a little bit more. I really feel now that I've been wearing it for long enough. It's pretty much worn off, albeit with a stain on my lips. I don't think that wearing it any longer is going to give me any more points to talk to you about, so I'm at the point where I really would like to reapply it. It basically has left a stain on my lips, and they don't feel uncomfortable, but I would like to apply some moisture there, so I'm going to reapply it. Overall, I've been really impressed with this lipstick. It does remind me a little bit of the Bourjois, I can't remember what they're called, Rouge Edition, Rouge Velvet, the liquid lipsticks that everyone raves about. But whilst I haven't been 100% convinced by those, I really do quite like this, and I would recommend it. It's not the longest wearing lipstick that I've tried. It doesn't compete with the Rimmel Provocalips, for example, but it does live up to the long wearing name, and I love the pigmentation of it. It feels comfortable on the lips, and it's easy to apply thanks to that sort of sponge tipped applicator. I like the packaging. I think it looks sleek, but it's functional as well. I do like that the outer colour reflects what's on the inside. And overall, I do like these. No scent that I can notice or taste. They're not transfer proof, which is probably my only complaint, but I can put up with that. It's just, I would prefer if they were transfer proof. I'm going to read to you what the company claims that these do, and I'm going to compare it with my thoughts. But on the whole, this is a rave review. I do like these. I'm really excited to try out the Melted Berry colour as well, because that's a bit more of a me colour. But it was interesting to try Melted Fig. I think it's a little bit different for me, and I quite like trying something different. But yeah, I'm intrigued to check out other colours. They are pretty pricey from what I understand, and I'll check that out on the website. But nonetheless, I do think these are a nice product. Actually, Too Faced itself is a brand that I haven't tried a huge amount of products, but I haven't tried anything that I don't like. So everything I've tried, I've been really impressed with. You know, they really are a nice brand, and I think people think of them as fun or a little bit more niche than the mainstream brands, so maybe don't visit them as much as other brands. But I really, really like Too Faced, and this is no exception. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what the Too Faced website says. Now, these are $21 in the US or £19 in the UK, so they're pretty pricey for a lip colour, and for that you get 0.40 fluoro ounces or 12 ml. Now, these are so pigmented. In fact, the pigmentation was one of the things that really impressed me with this, so a little goes a long way. I don't think that you're going to use this up in a hurry, and for that reason, it's a little bit difficult to try and justify the price. In one way, I kind of think, well, at least you know you're getting your money's worth, and you're not going to go through this really quickly. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I'd rather, personally, because I like to have a lot of products on rotation and things like that, I would probably prefer it if they did mini sizes of these, that maybe in a kit, and it was more of a value set, rather than paying a higher price for a product that I'm realistically not going to use up. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, let's read what the website says. So it's a liquefied longwear lipstick. Yes, I would say it is like a liquefied lipstick. You've got that intense colour that you would expect from maybe a lipstick in a traditional format, but the liquid texture. And longwear, it's not the longest wearing I've tried, but it's not bad. It does leave a stain on the lips. Reminds me very much of those bourgeois ones, but for some, I don't know what it is, I can't put my finger on it, but for some reason I prefer these. I haven't been the biggest fan of the bourgeois ones. That could be to do with the colours I've tried. So it says, get the staying power of a stain. Yes, I would agree with that. The way it wore off was very even and left a stain on my lips. The intense colour of a liquid lipstick, just touched on that, completely agree. And the high shine of a gloss with melted. It's not the highest shine, but yes, it's not a matte finish. It is a sort of shiny finish that I quite liked. Using exclusive technology to keep cauldrons of molten lipsticks liquid and creamy. That sounds quite nice. I'd like to see that. It's also hard to say. Melted liquefied longwear lipstick comfortably coats lips in bursts of intense, high-impact, super rich, saturated colour that lasts for hours. Yes, it is very comfortable, it is high-impact colour, and it lasts a reasonable amount of time. Too Faced co-founder and creative director Gerald Blandino had never seen lipstick more beautiful, intense, rich and glossy than when it's in its melted form in the cosmetic labs. With this inspiration, we created a lipstick liquefied so it doesn't lose its pigment or shine, whilst keeping a comfortable, flexible and cushiony wear. It really is comfortable on the lips, and I do like that. It doesn't necessarily feel hydrating, but it's very comfortable when you're applying it and throughout the day as you're wearing it. Bear in mind it's not transfer proof. However, you know, it does, as they say, provide a high impact, super rich, saturated pigment in a longwear formula. Precision tip applicator to allow for a clean, effortless application each time, no liner needed. I probably would like to use liner with this, with it being a bold colour, but I didn't, and it worked perfectly well. And it's vegan friendly, so that could be of interest to people as well, particularly with it being around your mouth. And I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think it looks like there's around 18 colours available in this, so you get a nice selection to choose from. I really like these and I would recommend them. Do let me know in the comments below if you've tried them. As I said, this isn't the longest first impressions review, but I kind of got to the point where I didn't think that wearing it any longer would add anything. Overall, I'm really impressed and I'm excited to try out this one. Whether I would rush out and buy more at £19 a pop, I'm not sure. If there was a value kit, then I would certainly be interested because I do like them and I have been impressed just with this first impression. Anyway, give this a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to comment below if you've tried these or if you're intrigued to try them out, because I do like to interact with you guys. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.